Hey church, this is Pastor Mike from First Baptist Church in Attica, and I just want to give you some good news, bad news. The good news is that there's a good chance that we're going to be opening up this weekend. We are working on those details. You should see some details in your newsletter that's going out right now. It's a long list of things, so please read through it because that's kind of the bad news. The good news, we're opening. We're going to have a live service here this weekend at 10 o'clock, one service. We have not only the auditorium and the back overflow room open, but we're also going to use the fellowship hall as some extra space if you want to make sure that you're maintaining your 6 feet. If you have some kids that need a little more leg room and a little more space to move around, larger families might feel more comfortable there, but it'll be direct feed so you won't have a lag from Facebook. We will be putting our service on Facebook. That will include not only the preaching, but also the music now. We've got a streaming license that allows us to be able to do that as we perform it. Online giving as well. The offering plates will be at the doors if you want to deposit there. We won't be passing anything. We're trying to limit any extra contact surfaces, things that you might get into. We are asking that you wear masks while you're in the building and moving around. Once you get to your seat, you can take your mask off unless you're going to sing, and then we'll ask you to cover your mouth. I know it's an inconvenience, and maybe if that's too much, watching it at home would be better. Again, the music will be part of our stream this week, so that might be helpful. We're going to ask you to physically distance while you're in here. That basically means skipping a pew, and we'll try to have some markers on those pews to remind you to skip a pew and sit at the outside edges of those pews. Again, just to try to get not crossing in front of people as often as you can. We're going to try to put sanitizer at the doors, so you can use that. If you've got sanitizer of your own and want to bring that with you, that's really helpful, just because sanitizer is kind of in short supply, and we're trying to make sure that that's stocked. Using sanitizer before you come in the building too far, right? That gives us clean hands as we get there, and then using sanitizer again to wipe off any germs that you might have picked up while you were here is help to you, I think. We're going to have limited bathroom use, but they will be open, trying to, again, limit that contact surfaces. That's just for your health. And then we're asking you to congregate outside where, again, the fresh air and not as confined space. Again, using 6 feet of distance. No nursery or any junior church, and so that may weigh into your options, since I know especially kids have a hard time understanding the whole social distancing thing. You can come early during our normal Sunday school hour. You could be in the parking lot just visiting with each other, especially if it's nice weather. And then after the service, again, outside, congregating out there. That's kind of the rough and ready list, the list that's coming out in the newsletter and in your email. Those are more extensive. Our leaders will be contacting you and talking with you to see if you have any questions in the next day or so. And so if you'd read that over in preparation for that conversation, then they can answer any questions that you might have. All right? Well, good. Great. Thanks so much. If you want to look at the online stuff, it'll be Facebook Live at our church Facebook page. If you want to be here in person but want a little more leg room, there's the overflow space in the fellowship hall. Or if you get here, again, 25% according to Governor Cuomo. That looks like about 50 people or so in our congregation in our area. So if there's many more than that, we may ask you to go then to the fellowship hall into that overflow feed room. Or again, we're hoping that Cuomo will open up to 50%, and that would ease some of our tightness a little bit. Anyway, again, those things are coming to you in your email and in the newsletter. Some of you are getting them by postage, and hopefully you get that before the weekend, be able to plan accordingly. Watch here if Governor Cuomo were to make a change to those requirements. Hopefully lightening them rather than tightening them. And if he opens up those restrictions, we'll send out another note here on Facebook to let you know. All right? Well, until I get to see you in person, remember that I love you and I'm praying for you. Be well, my friends, and we'll see you soon.